So these kind of questions are special combo pack question where the examiner tried to test our knowledge on an entire unit. You could call them wholesale questions. So the first one is about the gut wall. The alimentary tract or the gut wall is formed by 4 layers in sequence from outside as follows. The first one serosa, then muscle layer, then submucosa, then mucosa. Where serosa is the outermost layer consisting of 2 layers, outer peritoneum and connective tissues. Next to it is muscle layer composed of inner circular and outer longitudinal layers made of smooth muscles. Thirdly, the submucosa, which is a connective tissue layer, and the innermost is the mucosa, which divides into 3 layers. So the first one is the epithelial lining made of epithelial tissue. The second one is lamina propria made of areolar tissue. And the third one is muscularis mucosa, which is a thin layer of smooth muscle. So basically the muscularis mucosa is one of the 3 layers in mucosa, and it is a thin smooth muscle. And skeletal muscle has no role in the gut wall at all. So the first answer is wrong. And another point to note that the structure of gut wall is outdated to the new syllabus, so chill. So the second statement about tissues, there are 4 major types of animal tissues: epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscle tissue and nervous tissue. However, for this question, we only need to dive into epithelial tissue types. The general idea of epithelial tissue is that it covers external or internal free surfaces of organs. Epithelia are of 2 general types: simple epithelia, and they got single cell layer, and compound epithelia, and they've got several cell layers. So under simple epithelia we get 4 types: simple squamous epithelia, which are thin and leaky, found in places where material exchanges by diffusion, for example blood capillaries and alveoli. Simple cuboidal epithelium, found where secretion takes place, for example in kidney tubules, glands like thyroid glands, salivary glands, etc. Then we have simple columnar epithelium, found in places where secretion or active absorptions take place, for example in intestinal lining. And we have pseudo-stratified columnar epithelium, which helps to sweep the mucus along the surface, for example in nasal passage and trachea. Second type of epithelia, which is compound epithelia, and under it we get stratified squamous epithelium, which is found on surfaces where they are subjected to abrasion, for example outer skin, mouth lining, anus and vagina. So now we know each tissue has its own specific function, and they are found in places accordingly. We all know that the characteristic function in the digestive tract, be it small stomach lining or gastric cavity or intestinal lining, is secretion and absorption. And the tissue that carry out this function is simple columnar epithelium, while simple cuboidal is only found in places where only secretion happens. So second statement is wrong. So the third statement is about enzymes and hormones found in the digestive tract and their location. So now we know that the lipase, or the enzyme for fat digestion, is only secreted in pancreas. So the third statement is wrong as well. Fourth is about the structure of large intestine. Large intestine is divided into 3 main regions: cecum, colon, which makes most part of the large intestine, which further could be labeled as ascending colon, transverse colon and descending colon. And finally, the third main region is rectum. In the question, they have asked for the proximal part of the large intestine. Proximal part means near to the center. Here in large intestine, the center region is the colon. In question, they have tagged the ascending colon alone as the proximal part, but it is rather the whole colon. So the fourth statement is wrong as well. And the fifth one is again about enzymes in chemical digestion and its location. Now we know that it's a carbohydrate digesting enzyme. Carbohydrate digesting enzymes are 3. The first one is the salivary amylase, which is in the mouth, and the second one is pancreatic amylase, which is in the pancreas, and the third one is disaccharides are found in the small intestine. So the fifth statement is wrong as well. So this is an all wrong question. So the answer for this question is all.